What is going on, everybody? Josh's Comics here. And this is going to be a bit different. I've talked about doing this before in the past, and we're finally doing it. But I'm going to start a news and rumors here on the show for a little bit. As some of you may know, my other show that I do weekends on Sunday nights, Comic Book Canon, we are taking a bit of a hiatus for the show. So I decided, the news and rumors I can still do on my show, and this will also be shared hopefully on the Comic Book Canon page on Instagram and YouTube as well, so that way you guys don't miss out. It's going to be a bit different, obviously. It will be just me talking, and I'm going to talk about the news for the week and some of the rumors I'm hearing. So it'll still be pretty much the same format that you're used to on Comic Book Canon. Um, Except it won't have a lot of the very great effects that Jeff does. I am not too much into all that stuff. I can do some basic editing here and there, but Jeff does a great deal. And he's fantastic at it. So, but again, this will just, kind of help keep the news and rumors afloat. Uh, and maybe even after the hiatus, when we go back to Canada, maybe I'll still do this from time to time. I'm not sure how long and how many episodes of this I will make. Um, we're not sure when we'll be back on Canon. Hopefully sooner rather than later. And yeah, so let's start off with the first ever episode. And let's start off with Writer's Room for the Daredevil Born Again is set to start this week, and filming will begin next year, I believe. They're probably going to start, I would imagine, early in the year, February, March. We do know that Born Again Season 2 has been complete. We know that that will release sometime next year, so it makes sense. I am really excited for Born Again. As you can see, I picked up my official Born Again Marvel Legends series. Check out my video on that if you haven't yet. Daredevil is my second favorite character, so I'm all up more for this. I'm hearing some great things about Born Again, and so pretty much, season 2 is a very big New York City story centered on Kingpin and Daredevil. We obviously know that going in after Born Again season 1. However, it has been said that season 3 is going to completely, I wouldn't say it can like throw away season 1 and 2 technically, but it will be a whole brand new thing that they're working on, and I can't wait to see what the team does. Uh, uh, Seriously, I think Daredevil in the next couple years is going to take off a lot, and I hope to see him more in the MCU. And I definitely need at some point to have a Daredevil Spider-Man team up, so we'll have to see what happens with that. Uh, DC has officially recanoned Jason Todd's resurrection, erasing the original storyline and making the new 52 version canon to the main universe. I am not too familiar with the new 52's recanon, so I will have to look into that, but some of you may know, so let me know in the comments down below if you're happy about the situation. Jason Todd's definitely one of my favorite members of the Bat family. Kind of feel like he got the short end of the stick when everybody voted to have the man killed, but it is what it is. And hey, looking back at it, if he didn't get killed, wouldn't probably have the Red Hood today, or at least the Red Hood we know. So, it worked out for the better. We got him back, and he is a great anti-hero, and I hope we get to see him not only more in comics. His own new comic got canceled last month for certain reasons, and hopefully a new team can jump in and we can get more Red Hood. And I hope to see him be a player in the DCU as well with the Bat family. Um, I think he would work good in the DCU universe with James Gunn. So we'll have to see what happens there. And Superman and Spider-Man are officially doing another crossover next spring in 2026. There will be two one-shot comics, one from each Marvel and DC. I believe it's been almost 20 years, if I'm not mistaken, since Spider-Man and Superman has had a crossover, so that'll be cool. I do like the fact that, you know, DC and Marvel realizing, hey, the crossover is a good idea. Have a team on each side, tell a story. Um, I would like to see more, You don't need to make it 10, 20 years until they redo them. Every couple years, do something fun, collaborate, get the fans together. They did this with the Batman and Deadpool. Personally, something that I just like. I love Batman. I do like Deadpool, but I don't know. I don't see how that works out. So we'll have to see what happens. But I do think it'll be great hopes, and we'll have to see what happens next year. And maybe we'll get a writing team announcement because moving into this next story, this is the week of New York Comic Con, so expect next week's news to have quite a bit. We'll learn quite a more as we're going along. I believe Thursday is when the con kicks off, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of panels this weekend. I'm hearing some interesting rumors. I'm hearing some good Marvel stuff. Not just Born Again news, potentially a trailer might drop. We'll see. But I'm hearing after issue 25 of Daredevil, the run is now done. They pretty much canceled it. So a new creative team might be coming in to take over the helm, and it might be a returning director. I'm sorry, not director, a returning writer that really redefined Daredevil after Frank Miller. So we'll have to see what happens with that. I pray that this writer does take back over the helm at least for a little bit. So we'll have to see what happens there. But yeah, so New York Comic Con begins this week. I'm sure we'll get some trailer drops. So be on the lookout for that, guys, throughout this week. I will try to react to any comic related trailers if I can. If not, we will talk about it in the news. So that ends our news segment. Now we're going to move into rumors. These are strictly rumors that I've heard. Um, take it with a grain of salt, if you will. Sometimes my rumors come true. Sometimes they don't. So we'll have to see what happens. Starting off, the Duffy brothers, who are well known for Stranger Things, season 5 ends this year. Potentially could direct a project for Marvel. Personally, I would love to see it. I think they're pretty good at what they do, and I think they would be great additions to a Disney Plus show, as you would say. They're really good in my opinion, at television. And I mean, they could still direct a good movie or two. I think they're more on the horror side. So, hey, you got some different things. Could they direct a Blade centered show? Could they do a Midnight Suns? Could they do anything with the horror aspect? I think would be a great addition. And I would love to see them in the MCU at some point directing or writing. A Champion series for Disney Plus has also potentially been rumored. We've talked about this before in comic book canon. And, whether it's Young Avengers, Champions, West Coast Avengers, we'll have to see. But Haley Stanfield has opened her eyes to that. She has said she's open to doing a Champion show or even a Young Avengers show. She's waiting to hear that call back from Marvel. She wants to play she wants to play Kate Bishop once again. We just got Kate back and Haley as the voice of her in Marvel Zombies. Wasn't happy with what they did, but hey, it is what it is. I think going forward, and I've said this, I think Kate Bishop will be a big player after Secret Wars going forward, whether Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner returns or not. So we'll have to see. And the last bit of rumors I want to talk about, something that leads into Daredevil, something that I really hope happens, and something that's related to this book right here behind me. A lecturer may return to season 2 or season 3 potentially of Born Again. Excuse me. It is rumored that we might get to see a bit of a cameo or a one-off appearance in season 2, and that she may return, and the Hand story arc may return as well as a central part of Born Again season 3. Personally, I love Elektra. I love the actress that played her. I didn't have a problem with her. And at the end of The Defenders, if you watch that show, and then the beginning of Daredevil season 3, it's left open. It's assumed that she might have died again. However, we're not 100% sure. And at the end of The Defenders, she kind of regains who she was. She forgot who she was when she was, resurrected, and then falls back kind of with Matt. Personally, what I would love to see is Born Again season 2 will kind of take over in my opinion, I think this is what's going to happen based off of the photos and kind of where we're going with storylines. I think they're going to do a bit of the Shadow Land run, mix it in with Chip's run, Chip Zdarsky's run, which is like fantastic. At the end of Born Again season 2, you know, have it where Kingpin's kind of like defeated as the mayor. Maybe Matt has to, unfortunately, with everything that went down, he is a hero, but has to turn himself in. And maybe, have the run where Chip's run comes in and Elektra takes over as Daredevil for a bit. And then, Matt comes out of prison. I've heard rumors that, well, wasn't have been rumors, but Charlie Cox has actually canceled a few appearances lately. And rumors because he's heading over to London to film some scenes for Spider Man Brand New Day. Until Charlie shows up in London, I wouldn't bank on it, but we'll see. And that, might play a part. Maybe, Frank's breaking him out like how he does in Chip's run. Well, no, actually, Blue Baker's run, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll have to see, guys. So yeah, I just hope ultimately Elektra returns. I would love to see her back in the MCU for sure. I love the character, and I would even love to see her don the Elektra Daredevil costume. I love that arc. I love how she finally becomes a hero with Matt, and they take on the hand and they do their own thing, and it just looks good. And so we'll have to see what happens. But that is it for the news and rumors. The first time I'm doing this here on my channel. Again, guys, go follow Comic Book Canon. Subscribe to them here on YouTube. Check them out on Instagram. We will be back. That show will definitely happen again. And I will let you guys know, obviously, keep you updated. But until then, for everybody at Comic Book Canon who wants to come over and watch the news and rumors here, still same formats, same style of me talking, just not with any of my co-hosts. Maybe see if anybody wants to jump in eventually and join in. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode, and I hope it does well. And leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. If you liked it, enjoyed it. If you didn't, like I said, keep talking and keep doing the news and rumors as long as we got stuff to talk about. And with New York Comic Con happening this weekend, I'm sure we're gonna have quite a bit in the next coming weeks coming. So we'll have to see what happens. And yeah. Till next time, guys, stay safe, take care of each other, and as always, we will see you in the next episode of Josh's Comics.